If I don't go bioactive, there is a reason for that. And today I'll talk about this reason. Let's go. So, and today I have a co-host here, Sakuna, my albino Darwin carpet python, Morelius pilota variegata, if you want to have the scientific name. And yeah, from the Darwin area, of course, albinos are from the Darwin areas. What is basically bioactive for people that don't know what it is? Bioactive is the fact that you have a full ecosystem in your tank, from the springtails, from the isopods. But it's not only that, it's also the live plants and all this stuff that is making this tank an ecosystem, a live ecosystem. If you want to go to the basics, it is what it is. But I don't go bioactive for multiple reasons. And the first one, for example, is I can't keep shit alive outside of animals. I can't keep alive a plant. Like, really. I have some succulents in my bedroom that you saw in a video. I have a couple others now. But, I mean, I'm struggling to keeping them alive. So, I mean, what's the point of having a live plant in this freaking enclosure if I can't even keep one outside of an enclosure alive, you know? This is the first reason, okay? If you can't keep plants alive, I mean, what's the goal of having a live plant if you can't keep it alive, you know? That's a little my concerns, right? Even if you say, but you can learn about it. Okay, but no. Sorry, I'm on the animals more than on the plant side, so yeah. The other thing is the isopods. The isopod and springtail stuff is, you know, people like, hey, you have a cleanup crew, you know. I'm oversimplifying things, okay? You know, I know people with bioactive and I know it's not like that, but, you know, when you hear most people going bioactive, they're like, yeah, I have my cleanup crew, I don't have to do anything now, just clean glass and that's it. I mean, if you have a crested gecko, it works like this, maybe. But if you have a ball python or a corn snake or a carpet python or even bigger snakes, I mean, I'm not sure it works like this. You know, if you say, hey, I put springtails in isobot, hey, my Darwin carpet python in my carpet python enclosure, and I don't need to clean anymore, I think you're a little bit on the outside, on the fake part, okay? Because it's not how it is. Now, you still have like feces and urates that are like your snake eats, okay? So it defecates and it pees. So you need to clean it a little bit at some point, you know? It's not like the turn that these snakes do are a little bit too big for your isopods to break down really easily and really fast, okay? Or on the way that, you know, you don't really need to clean it, okay? You still need to clean it. So, I mean, you know, I'm not super convinced on the clean the crew side of stuff, because if I, you know, if I still have to clean it, I mean, what's the purpose of having an ecosystem if I still have to clean it? So I prefer to clean it myself and not have anything else in the enclosure, okay? The other thing I'm not going bioactive is the fact that, you know, there is, you know, people are like, hey, slow maintenance. And if it's slow maintenance, you go fast on the, oh, okay, I'll do it later, don't worry, it's slow maintenance, you know? I mean, and in my opinion, having enclosure, basic enclosure like this, you know, with just cocoa on the substrate, a couple sticks, corks, and heights and water moles, is far more low maintenance than the actual bioactive enclosure, in my opinion, okay? The thing also with bioactive is that I don't go bioactive also because I'm a little bit too perfectionist in a way. Because if I had to do bioactive with the carpet python, for example, I would only allow plants from their environment, isopods from their environment, springtail from their environment, cleanup crew from their environment. Okay, with the earth, with the ground from their environment. Coco is not from the environment of carpet python, if you don't know it, okay? Depending on the species, there's multiple ways, there's multiple substrates, depending on the species and subspecies of the snake. But, you know, I mean, yeah. The thing is, yeah, okay, most people are just like, hey, it's easier. And I mean, it's a trend, okay? There was always people with cleanup crews in the reptile hobby. But now it's getting a trend, and if you don't do it, you're just trash. And I mean, what's the point of it, okay? Not everyone can keep a plant alive like me. I can't keep a plant alive in that freaking enclosure, okay? I tried to save some succulents I have there, and one is still has died, and the other one is partially living. Well, it's getting better with time, okay? And actually, I have a life plan in this enclosure because I have a fake Jericho. I have a fake, or is it a true Jericho plant? You know, the Jesus plant. I have a life plant in my enclosures. I have one in the carpet python enclosure. In a carpet python enclosure from a plant from the US. In an enclosure for Australian pythons with substrate from Indonesia, branch from the Netherlands, resin hide made in China, and resin hide, resin plants made in Thailand, China, whatever. Okay, so yeah, so I mean, going bioactive is not for everyone, and going bioactive is not the way to go. Okay, so to deconstruct things a little bit is that, okay, live plants are better for the humidity levels, you know, and it's better in the multiple ways for some. Maybe I'll go bioactive one day on some species like crested. If I get like geckos and stuff, like small geckos, small lizards, maybe I'll go bioactive with them because it will be easier for me. But at the point when I'm talking right now and I only want snakes and big lizards, I mean, I could get some smaller varanids, but it's not in the plan. It's not in the planning. So I mean, I'm just not doing it. Okay. I mean, the idea for me, the problem is also, you know, if you have one escaping, you can get a colony outside of your enclosure really quick, and that's not what I want. Yeah, I think that's pretty it why I don't go bioactive. You know, if call me a crybaby because I don't want, call me a shitty guy because I don't have it, or whatever, you know, but I'm not going bioactive with snakes. At least with the species of snakes I want to work with most of the time. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Don't forget to support USR. Don't forget to jump on the page. Don't forget to join also the colubrids breeding, keeping and breeding worldwide from Colubra on Facebook. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, of course. And tell me, are you going bioactive? Did you go bioactive? What is your opinion about it? Let's go.